You know who is all in favor of more intervention? And this is going to come as a huge shock. But the daughter of Dick Cheney, who was not only a champion of the idea that the president is a monarch in this country, but that he should use his military might freely and liberally in the broadest sense of the word. Here is Liz Cheney anticipating, right now she's a representative, anticipating maybe bumping up to Senate with the resignation of, what's his face? I can't remember now. Who is it? Well, here is Liz Cheney.
Talk about Iran announcing this week that they're sending 1,500 more U.S. military to the region. Is that the right move, or could that increase the possibility of miscalculation?
It is the right move. And when you look at what we've seen in terms of the threat level, what we've seen in terms of what the Iranians are now doing, and I want to be careful not to talk about classified material and information.
Let me just say this, that little trick there. First of all, she is genetically coded to go and lie to the American public about the threat coming from outside of this country. Genetically coded. And this, I want to be careful. I got news for you. Liz Cheney's she doesn't have access to special documents that show a special, growing threat from Iran. That is such horse crap. Now, I'll tell you how I know this. Well, actually, I've got to be careful about secret sources.
We've seen in terms of the threat level, what we've seen in terms of what the Iranians are now doing, and I want to be careful not to talk about classified material and information, but there's no question but that this threat, as Chairman Thornberry said, is not business as usual, and it's very important for the Iranians to understand that we'll do what's necessary to deter them from attacking us or our interests, and that we'll do what's necessary to make sure they understand we aren't going to simply sit back and allow them to take action that will put our people in harm's way. So I think the president's doing exactly the right thing, and I support the actions.
Pete Buttigieg is calling what he witnessed in Washington this week.
My back and tell me it's raining. Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
Yeah, well, that's what Liz Cheney's doing. She's basically saying it's pouring rain outside, and guess what I'm doing right now? I am urinating on all of you. This is what they're trying to set up. There are secret plans that the Iranians have that we now know about to harm American interests. And if they go through with this is like literally. And what's amazing about this is, at least in her father's era, you would take time and you would build a lie. You wouldn't just go out there and make up something and then just expect everybody to buy it. You would take the time involved and you would invest the effort in lying to the American public so that you could get everybody on board. And these guys these days, that's the problem with this new generation. They just think they can just throw out any dumb lie and everybody's going to buy it. Now, they also may not need the American. They also may have come to the conclusion, like, it doesn't even matter if we have the American public with us. We can do this because, remember, Liz Cheney, John Bolton, Mike Pompeo, this whole next crop of neoconservatives, they don't necessarily care about if they get their war with Iran. They know. These guys are still part of that of the same crew who said, like, you guys are part of the reality-based community. What we do is, when you see reality and then you react to it, what we do is we fashion reality. We're going to go make the facts on the ground. We're going to put our ships in such a way, and our assets in such a way, that the chances of Iran bumping into them is increased, right? Like, if I want to, I leave something in the dark in the hallway outside of Saul's door, I know, like, there's a chance he's going to hit it. Maybe I want him to as he walks out because I want to hear what he's doing if he's getting out of bed. And that's what they're engaging in. And they're looking for Iran to mess up and start something, and then, I don't know, give the green light to Israel and say, go ahead, bomb them. We'll be right here.
Yeah, with the way Martha Raddatz says, is this the right move or does it increase the chances of miscalculation? It's like it's the right move because it increases the chances for miscalculation.
The answer to that question by Liz Cheney is yes. Yes, it's the right move because it increases the chance of miscalculation.
It's so nuts that they would let her talk about this on TV. Like, what do most people think of when they hear the last name Cheney? Like, probably being lied to about WMDs and, getting into an endless, horrible war in Iraq. Like, if they think they can fool people twice in the exact same way, I mean, they could be right. We'll see.
Yeah, Honey Badger don't care.
They really don't.